Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
The persons, are committees or departments, etc., who make up a body for the purpose of administering something. He claims that the present administration is corrupt. The act of meting out justice according to the law. The act of governing, exercising authority. The tenure of a president. Things were quiet during the Eisenhower administration. A method of tending to or managing the affairs of some group of people, especially the group's business affairs. The act of administering medication. The persons, are committees or departments, etc., who make up a body for the purpose of administering something. A wind instrument that consists of a brass tube, usually of variable length, that is blown by means of a cup-shaped or funnel-shaped mouthpiece. A memorial made of brass. Impudent aggressiveness. The section of a band or orchestra that plays brass instruments. An alloy of copper and zinc. An ornament or utensil made of brass. The persons, are committees or departments, etc., who make up a body for the purpose of administering something. He quickly became recognized as a member of the establishment. An organization founded and united for a specific purpose. The cognitive process of establishing a valid proof. Ecology, the process by which a plant or animal becomes established in a new habitat. The act of forming or establishing something. It was the establishment of his reputation. Any large organization. A public or private structure, business or governmental or educational, including buildings and equipment for business or residence. The persons, are committees or departments, etc., who make up a body for the purpose of administering something. The governance of an association is responsible to its members. The act of governing, exercising authority. The persons, are committees or departments, etc., who make up a body for the purpose of administering something. The persons, are committees or departments, etc., who make up a body for the purpose of administering something. An ordered manner, orderliness by virtue of being methodical and well organized. The act of forming or establishing something. The activity or result of distributing or disposing persons or things properly or methodically. A group of people who work together. The act of organizing a business or an activity related to a business. An organized structure for arranging or classifying. The persons, are committees or departments, etc., who make up a body for the purpose of administering something. An ordered manner, orderliness by virtue of being methodical and well organized. His compulsive organization was not an endearing quality. The act of forming or establishing something. He still remembers the organization of the club. The activity or result of distributing or disposing persons or things properly or methodically. His organization of the workforce was very efficient. A group of people who work together. The act of organizing a business or an activity related to a business. He was brought in to supervise the organization of a new department. An organized structure for arranging or classifying. The facts were familiar, but it was in the organization of them that he was original. The act of meting out justice according to the law. The position of judge. The system of law courts that administer justice and constitute the judicial branch of government. An assembly, including one or more judges, to conduct judicial business. The act of governing, exercising authority. Regulations for the governing of state prisons. Responsible for making and enforcing rules and laws. Governing bodies. The act of governing, exercising authority. He had considerable experience of government. The organization that is the governing authority of a political unit. The government reduced taxes. The study of government of states and other political units. Government, the system or form by which a community or other political unit is governed. Tyrannical government. The act of governing, exercising authority. The office and function of president. Andrew Jackson expanded the power of the presidency beyond what was customary before his time. The tenure of a president. The tenure of a president. A method of tending to or managing the affairs of some group of people, especially the group's business affairs. A kitchen appliance for disposing of garbage. The act or means of getting rid of something. The power to use something or someone. Used all the resources at his disposal. The act of administering medication. The property of holding together and retaining its shape. Wool has more body than rayon. A resonating chamber in a musical instrument, as the body of a violin. Invest with or as with a body. Give body to. The entire physical structure of an organism, an animal, plant, or human being. He felt as if his whole body were on fire. The body excluding the head and neck and limbs. A natural object consisting of a dead animal or person. They found the body in the lake. A collection of particulars considered as a system. A body of law. A group of persons associated by some common tie or occupation and regarded as an entity. The whole body filed out of the auditorium. An individual three-dimensional object that has mass and that is distinguishable from other objects. Heavenly body. The central message of a communication. The body of the message was short. The external structure of a vehicle. The body of the car was badly rusted. The main mass of a thing. The quality of being just or fair. The United States Federal Department responsible for enforcing federal laws, including the enforcement of all civil rights legislation, created in 1870. A public official authorized to decide questions brought before a court of justice. Judgment involved in the determination of rights and the assignment of rewards and punishments. Control exerted, actively or passively, by group action. The term during which some position is held. The term during which some position is held. The right to hold property, part of an ancient hierarchical system of holding lands. Give lifetime employment to. She was tenured after she published her book. The term during which some position is held. A duty that is incumbent upon you. The office of an incumbent. The act of managing something. He was given overall management of the program. Those in charge of running a business. The act of setting and holding a course. A new council was installed under the direction of the king. The concentration of attention or energy on something. He had no direction in his life. The act of managing something. Is the direction of the economy a function of government? A line leading to a place or point. He looked the other direction. A formal statement of a command or injunction to do something. Something that provides direction or advice as to a decision or course of action. A message describing how something is to be done. He gave directions faster than she could follow them. A general course along which something has a tendency to develop. I couldn't follow the direction of his thoughts. The spatial relation between something and the course along which it points or moves. He checked the direction and velocity of the wind. Medicine. Something that treats or prevents or alleviates the symptoms of disease. The act of treating with medicines or remedies. Someone who manages a government agency or department. A person responsible for the administration of a business. Persons who administer the law. Having the function of carrying out plans or orders, etc. The executive branch. Persons who administer justice. A level shelf of land interrupting a declivity, with steep slopes above and below. A strong work table for a carpenter or mechanic. A long seat for more than one person. Exhibit on a bench. Bench the poodles at the dog show. Law. The seat for judges in a courtroom. Take out of a game, of players. The magistrate or judges sitting in court in judicial capacity to compose the court collectively. The reserve players on a team. Our team has a strong bench. People elected or appointed to administer a government. Persons who administer justice. The system of law courts that administer justice and constitute the judicial branch of government. The elected governing body of a county. The most important persons in a governing body. Roman Catholic Church, the central administration governing the Roman Catholic Church.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.